Hi there, this is Greg Forzani with another Don't Miss the Point of Business video. So I'm out here enjoying the day on a nice weekend, and I happen to bump into Mark Twain. And we sit down, I'm asking him some questions, and he happens to tell me a story of his life. And he said, I asked him if there's one thing you could do differently in life, what would it be? And he said, well, one thing he learned is he asked me if I heard how many hours it takes for people to become an expert at what they do. And I said, yeah, from what I've heard, it takes 10,000 hours. He said, yes, that's the case. He said in his particular case, he invested at least 40 plus hours a week to become an expert writer, author, which is what we all know him for, as being accomplished for and an expert for. And that took him 40 hours a week-ish. It's about 2,000 hours a year. So it took him about 5 years to become an expert writer. And we all know him for that, and he was very successful at it. The learning lesson that he told me is that what we didn't know about him is he was a major failure as a business owner. And if you go do the research, you'll find out that Mark Twain lost most of his fortune on running businesses into the ground. And the reason was, and he was just telling me, is that he only spent maybe an hour to 2 hours a week running his businesses. And if you do the math on that, that means it's like 40 years to get to 10,000 hours to become an expert business owner. Well, clearly Mark was saying he didn't have 40 years to invest in that, so he lost all his money in that time. So learning lesson is, and what he was just telling me, is if you're an expert at a skill or trade and you're running a business, is go get the help to become an expert business owner so the business makes money too, and therefore you can continue to sell your service or product or trade to the marketplace and be successful. Again, don't miss the point.